radio WSGW, and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent, as we kick off the new week, the final couple of days here, the month of October. I don't know where the month has gone, but it still continues to feel a whole lot like late summer and early fall. And as we move into the work week this week, I think our forecast is going to prove that we still got a little bit of summer left, Jonathan.
Well, yeah. Remember last week when I said, stop jerking me around with this warm, cold stuff?
Oh, this is really messing some people up when it comes to the allergies.
I'm one of them.
Wow. I mean, we're going to break records tomorrow and Wednesday.
I saw that, yeah.
As far as high temperatures go. And then by Friday, we're going to be probably 4 or 5 degrees below normal. But I think things are going to start to level off just a little bit. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes here. We're looking at much of the eastern half of the continental United States, very mild for this time of the year. Matter of fact, the statistic that I happened to see just an hour or so ago was that close to 50% of the continental United States is in some form of drought.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And the Mississippi River is running so far below. I think they said for every inch that it's below average, that's about 7,000 bushels of soybeans per carrier.
Seriously?
That you can carry less.
Wow.
So it's really messing up our markets right now, the dry conditions. And people think, obviously, there's a lot of different factors that affect the markets.
Transportation.
And the guys tell us all the time. But the Mississippi River right now is really chaotic, affecting us here as far as our markets go, because we are so low and we continue to be. We have been for the past 3 years anyway. We've been quite a bit down, but to see those statistics, it's been very eye-opening, I guess you could say. Right now, eye-opening. We started the morning off on the cool side. It was a very pleasant morning this morning with hardly any breeze at all. What have we got right now, Jonathan?
Sunshine's helping us warm up a little bit. Out at the airport, 52 degrees. Downtown Midland's looking at 54. Here at Radio Center, we're also looking at 54 degrees. Right now, wind out of the south, 9 miles per hour. And barometric pressure right now, 30.28, and that is falling.
We have a low-pressure system over western Nebraska. That's going to be moving up into Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, the west side of the Upper Peninsula. It'll be followed by another one. The pathway of those low pressures eventually is going to be crossing the Lower Peninsula. We're looking at, first of all, a warm front, not a cold front, that's going to be pushing up through the state late tonight and early tomorrow morning. That's the reason why we'll peak out at about 61 with some scattered clouds, but mostly sunny skies. And then tonight, we'll drop down maybe to 50. That's going to be it, 49. There will be some scattered shower activity after midnight move in, as the warm front will be pushing up from the south to the north over the entire Lower Peninsula and Upper Peninsula during the day tomorrow. And that will usher in those summer-like temperatures. Now, the record high for tomorrow is 72 degrees, which the way things have been going lately, that was going to be broken here one way or the other. We're projecting a high temperature tomorrow of 78. So that's by 5-6 degrees. There's a record. Wednesday, the record high is 76, and we're talking 80 for a high on Wednesday.
I hadn't seen the 80 number.
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard it first, right here. And both days, now tomorrow night and Wednesday night, we're not even going to drop down into the 50s. We're looking for a low tomorrow night of 64 and a low on Wednesday night of 62. So when we have a chance to talk to Bryce Stein with Michigan Sugar here coming up, my guess is he's going to tell us about some delays as far as bringing the beets in for right now. But as we do move into the tail end of the work week, now Thursday, there's going to be another front that is going to move through. And this front is going to be a cold front. And looks like Thursday will be about 68, 69. That'll be in the morning. But then it'll drop down into the mid 50s by Thursday afternoon, and then the upper 30s by Thursday night. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, mid to upper 50s through that period. Average for this time of the year is 55, so a little bit above normal, but still a whole lot more workable when it comes to more fall-like weather and getting some things done. And nighttime lows will be, Friday night, we're going to drop down to about 33. Then Saturday will warm up a little bit more, 42. Sunday, I think, will be right around that 40, 42 degree mark as well. Now, warm front moving up through, that's the primary generator for whatever we're going to get the next couple of days. And then the cold front, which is eventually behind the warm front, and the lows, they're going to be moving through on Wednesday night after midnight into at least the morning hours on Thursday. So the best chance of seeing any precipitation is going to be after midnight, the early morning hours, tomorrow morning, very scattered. I don't see us really getting much at all. But now Wednesday night into Thursday, we could pick up a quarter of an inch. Some folks might get maybe 3/10 or so, but I think the best chance of more rain is going to be in southern Michigan than it will be in northern Michigan and the Great Lakes Bay area. So no real drought relief, but still a little bit of precipitation. Now, these systems are going to start to pick up a little bit more in intensity and a little bit more precipitation as we move into the week of the 8th, 9th, 10th, right in there. I'm looking for our precipitation pattern to start off next weekend. Daylight savings time back to Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have a little bit better chance of seeing some moisture. And then for the week of, I think it's the 8th, is it? No. Be the 5th? 4th.
Yeah.
4th of November. That's when things are going to pick up a little bit more as far as moisture goes. Who can forget Election Day, right?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
No.
Election Day's on a 5th, so I don't think we can start on an 8th.
No, and everybody will take a sigh of relief on the 6th.
Or another type of exhale. I don't know.
Exhale. But probably more so than anything else, all the advertising that the politicians are running right now. I think people will be happy to finally get a break there.
I think so.
More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Incidentally, on this day back in 1934, so how many years is that? About 90 years ago, we had 4/10 of an inch of rain. Or snow. Excuse me.
Oh.
Snow.
That's a little bit different.
Snow, yeah. I didn't really want to say it, but there it is. 4/10 of an inch of snow in 1934 on this date.
We're getting there.
Yeah, coldest ever. Well, 1925, 34 was our high, 22 was our low. So it's been a while. That's 99 years ago.
Not breaking that record.
Not going to break that one at all, but we will be breaking some warmest ever records
coming up here.
Yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday. More on the weather coming up. Who do we have, Jonathan?
To start off our Monday market report, we'll be talking with Gary Kaufman from Star of the West. Then, as per usual, we head over to Doug Klein at Oppenheimer. All of that's ahead, but first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solution.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth. They've got those Farmall tractors ready to go. Pair it up with the job that you've got, and you'll be able to get the job done quickly and efficiently, and your back will feel a whole lot better too. Anywhere from the value-packed Compact Farmall A to the Deluxe Compact Farmall C and C Series with cabs. And if you didn't already know, you got a 0% interest thing going too for 84 months on those Farmall tractors at Weiss Equipment. You're talking 7 years interest-free. Can-Do comes in red. Farmall tractors available at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Gary Kaufman joining us right now from Star of the West. Gary, good morning.
Good morning there, Terry.
Well, we were just talking about the Mississippi River and the effects, the lack of water in the Mississippi River, and how it's kind of messing things up just a little bit. We've had some real transportation issues, haven't we?
Oh yeah, that barge logistics are, they're being pushed to the limit for sure. And right now, the last thing I've read on that Mississippi River issue is they're moving more rail, and that seems to be working for the short term to get those soys and corn to the Gulf and Texas to cover some of that export book that's on down there. But yeah, it seems to be more and more of an issue in the last few years here for sure. So.
What's going on as far as our markets go? The last time I looked, we weren't really moving anywhere one way or the other.
No, we're pretty much across the board. We're red here again to start the work week out, Terry. We ended in the red on Friday, and we're starting that week out again. So currently we have cash wheat down 7 at 547 on the white, 472 on the red. New crop for 2025 also down 7, Terry, at 599 on the red and 514 on the 599 on the white, 514 on the red. Cash and current crop corn down 3 at 337, and cash and current crop soybeans, let's call it down 9 right now, Terry, at 890.
Well, I guess we set the bar pretty low, so hopefully we can work our way up as we go through the week here.
Yeah, again, weather's been pretty conducive to finish up this big harvest, and actually, South America weather is ideal right now. They're making planting progress pretty rapidly here as I read through the articles here this morning. So those two things, and the fact that some of those weekend attacks in the Middle East didn't hit any oil facilities in Iran, so that's got crude down quite a bit this morning, pulling soybeans down. So
yeah, we'll get a little bit more on that from Doug Klein. I see the last time I looked, it was crude was down about $4.
Yep. So other than that, yeah.
You have a good one, Gary.
I will. You do the same. Thanks, Terry.
Well, you bet. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer, Jonathan.
We'll head over to Doug. The market report today brought to you by the folks at Thumb Bank and Trust, making agricultural loans since 1895. Farming today continues to offer challenges that are very demanding, and Thumb Bank and Trust helps you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation. Thumb Bank and Trust, serving you with locations throughout the Thumb and in the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC. Over to Doug Klein we go. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we were talking about the crude oil. It's 60, mid to high 60s right now?
Yeah, 67, 68. Down 410 so far today. It's all about Iran and Israel. I think we're being manipulated big time, but I like this side of the manipulation better than the other side of the manipulation, so it's good.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Right. So natural gas is down 7.75% today. That's getting pounded pretty good. That was another reason that the energies are getting hit. Nobody had to dry corn today, so think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a lot of BTUs of natural gas that weren't really needed at all today or this year, so that's a big thing. Companies like Halliburton hit a new low today. Good for them. That's Cheney's company. We don't like him anyway. and Noble, they also hit a new low today. Tesla hit a new high today, so he's on the Trump ticket, so maybe that's helping him out a little bit. Yeah, who knows? Trump stock is like $47.50 right now, and you can remember maybe one whole month ago it was $11.75. So 12,000 gets you 47,000. That was a pretty good bet if you had the guts to do it. I did not.
Nope.
I don't know. Russian interest rates are 21% right now. They're printing money to pay for their war effort. And oh, by the way, I saw an article on Russia, and they are getting around the sanctions with their oil. That's another thing that they're paying for this war thing with, is their sanctioned oil. It goes straight to India. They refine it into gasoline, diesel fuel, whatever, distillates, and they ship it anywhere in the world because you can't identify it once it's distilled. And it's, the sanctions, they are not working in that respect. I mean, they're slowing them down a bit, but as far as that goes, not working. So, but the price of crude oil going down would help matters immensely, against Russia, because that's one of their number one sources of income right now. So anyway, so here we go. Here's your numbers. The December corn, 4.12 1/4, down 3 cents. March corn is 4.26 1/4, down 3 1/4. November soybeans, 9.80, down 7 3/4. The January soybeans, 9.89 1/2, down 8. December wheat, 5.62 1/4, down 6 3/4. And the March wheat is 5.82 1/2, down 6 3/4. The crude oil is 67.70, down $4.08. Heating oil is 215.18, down 9 3/4 cents. Gasoline is 197.67, down 10.2 cents. Kind of should put us somewhere near 265 to 270 at the pump. And I filled the snowmobiles up this weekend at $96 worth of fuel. So I'm kind of counting on you to deliver on that 2 feet of snow in December, maybe. So I'm just saying.
Earlier.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And natural gas is 308 1/2. That's down 25 1/2 cents a million BTUs. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3904 Canadian. That's up 13 ticks, and that's showing weakness again in the Canadian dollar. They're in tough straits right now. The dollar buys 153.14 yen. That's up 84 ticks. Again, same thing. Weak currencies. The euro is at 108.15. That's up 22 ticks. And the dollar's at 104.26. That's up 11 ticks. Gold's at 27.5220, down $2 an ounce. Silver's 33.87, up a dime. Platinum's 10.4640, up $12.60. And copper is at 435.85, down a penny.
Doug, you have a good one, okay?
Thank you.
You
too.
bet. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. You get a hold of Justin Varner right now because those Dairyland seeds, they got the full line of corn and Enlist soybean seed. They do have 14% cash discount for the next couple of days, the end of the month, and a good supply all across Dairyland varieties. Dairyland seed, they've got your seed with your name on it. At Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983, where serving you is their business. Coming up, who do we have, Jonathan?
Take a quick break, then we'll talk with Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center right after this.
Like you, we never settle. There's more sugar, in fact, better sugar in every seed we sell. For more than a century, we put innovation to work in the service of growers who plant Crystal brand sugar beet seed. With varieties developed especially for your growing area, you can be confident your success is always our top priority. This season, and for seasons to come, choose a seed partner who shares your priorities.
The beauty of a family farm is that everyone pitches in to get things done. There is nothing like the smell of a sugar beet field during harvest or a meal served off the tailgate of a pickup. This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds representative, with a friendly reminder to keep safety a top priority this harvest season. Please encourage your crews to be cautious with field work and drive safely as they deliver this crop. You've built an impressive legacy, one that is certainly worth protecting. Thank you for your continued business again this year.
HE8 Seeds, growing with you.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Michigan. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
Along with us, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Terry. Let the battle begin.
The Leafs.
The annual battle of the leaves. Again, people raking, picking up, that's okay, but it's sure a lot easier just to mulch them up and leave them there. Terry, even if you don't have a mulching blade, go through and mulch them up. Now, they may end up getting a little bit heavy, so you might have to mow like 1.5 times or 2 times to make them all go away if they're really heavy. But you can make them go away. You don't have to spend the time going out buying the bags, filling the bags, stuffing the bags, hauling the bags, and just mulch them up, leave them. It's better for your turf. The only thing you don't want to do is mow wet leaves and leave clumps of wet leaves sitting on top of the grass. Short of that, if it's dry, they'll all blow in. You'll be just fine.
All righty. Jerry, thank you so much. You have a good one. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Let the war begin, Terry.
There we go. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Predictability in farming is next to impossible until now. Pivot Bio provides a more reliable, more predictable source of nitrogen. It delivers nitrogen directly to the plant throughout the growing season because it adheres directly to the root. It doesn't wash away in the rain. Learn more by getting a hold of Don Morris or Allie Teal. Pivot Bio Products, your operation. Get a hold of Don or Allie today. We say good morning to Bryce Stein with Michigan Sugar Company. Bryce's report brought to you by Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Bryce, temperatures are going to warm up. What's that going to do to our growers?
Oh, unfortunately, it's going to have to stop harvest for a few days, Terry. But we have had a good run for the temperature game that we had to play this last 4 or 5 days. Thursday, and we're actually closing the yards here in about 5 minutes because it's getting too warm again. But Thursday through today, we look to be about 45% complete harvest. So we did have a good run while the temperatures did cooperate.
All right. Bryce, you take care. Keep us on top of it. We'll talk to you again next time we'll talk. All right?
Sounds great. Have a great day.
All right, I will. Bryce Stein at Michigan Sugar. Let's slide over right now to Eric Sawatsky.
Yes, indeed. Eric, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, we've got some tax laws that are going to be expiring here. What's the latest, Eric?
Yeah, Terry, I guess as we're approaching the election here, I just wanted to remind everyone that we currently have a tax law that's going to be expiring next year. So the current income tax rates that we have and a lot of the estate tax limits, as far as property passing on as an inheritance and what's taxed, all of that's going to change and revert back to the laws from 10 years ago at the end of 2025. So ultimately the election is going to have a big impact on what happens with that. So if Congress can't agree to anything, we're going to see income tax increases and a reduced estate tax limit. So that's something to keep in mind when you're deciding who to vote for and looking at their policies. If we have a divided government and if we have no one with the will to try and re-implement or have similar income tax rates, then we're going to be most likely looking at increases. And in the economy we've had, that's just another burden on small businesses and individuals. So both candidates have thrown a lot of things out there, but the biggest thing I'd be concerned about is that expiration of the tax laws that we're currently under.
Good advice. Eric, we really appreciate it. You take care, all righty?
You too, Terry.
Will do. Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Michigan Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete vehicle parts and service headquarters for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks and trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Very competitive pricing. Well over 45 years of business. 800-358-4751 or buy online at truckspring.com. Back at 12:30. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City.